What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a PSA reveal, cards that I submitted to PSA for grading about 14 months ago. Yes, it took that long for these to get back here, but before we get into it, I just want to say Happy New Year, guys. Hope you guys had a great holiday and a great time with family and friends. So yeah, we're going to start off the year with a not a brand new product opening, but a PSA reveal. So I'm really excited to actually get into these. It has been quite a while, and when I submitted these, it was at the peak of the like Pokemon card craze. I think it was the peak, maybe slightly after, but I got all the cards I had from my childhood, and I looked through most of them to see if I had anything valuable. I did have a bunch of really big ones, aka Charizards, from the base set that I did submit, but those were, I think I sent like express or regular, I can't remember. I did get them like 3-4 months later, which was like last November, but actually I'm gonna try to, all right. Rule number 1, do not cut towards you. As you guys just saw, completely forget when you do it quite a bit, so always safety first. So this one, I'm just gonna have to switch hands and do. Yeah, you never know when accidents are gonna happen, but that's besides the point. I hope there wasn't a lot of camera shake, and I don't want to show any of the cards. I see some, okay, I think they might have not graded a couple or something. I don't know what's going on, but I see something that's not usually what they put. Anyway, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, want to see more, drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. It really helps us put more new product content out there for you guys. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of PSA reveal videos, but yeah, always appreciate the support. So let's actually take a look at this. I don't know what happened here. Maybe there's a card that was damaged. Oh, I think I submitted it incorrectly or something. We'll find out. But I now it's coming back to me. It was like 14 months ago, so pretty crazy stuff. I think I submitted these as like modern, which is like a sports category, because that was like the beginning of card submissions for me, and I had no idea what I was doing at the beginning. But as I mentioned, these were most of the lower end cards that I looked through and thought that, hey, these do have a chance of grading. Most of these are probably going to be like, I don't know, in the PSA 6 or 7 range. I want to say, if anything, there might not be a single 10 in this, maybe one if I'm lucky. There might be a bunch of 9s or 8s, but yeah, for the most part, I'm not really counting on something huge. It's just basically reliving your childhood. And actually, I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, all of these are going to be Pokemon cards. There might be a few Yu-Gi-Oh in here, but I basically just got all my cards from back home from when I was a kid. And yeah, I was really surprised to see some of these still alive, but let's start off. I'm basically going to bring a card right here and then cover, what side is the grade on? Over here. So let me just cover the top and flip this over. All right, so we're starting off with a Mew. This is actually a, I want to say like a signature card from my childhood. This was actually pretty hard to get. I think I submitted like 10 of these in here. I don't know how I ended up with 10 of them, but yeah. So this one just kind of reminds me of, I want to say, I don't know, like early elementary school. So let's reveal the grade. 9, okay. So pretty good. I don't remember seeing a lot of these in good condition. So if you guys want to put this on double speed, feel free to. I would, honestly, because I'm going to be observing a lot of these cards. And 1 second, I'm just going to change the lighting a bit. Hopefully it's not too dark. But yeah, that glare in the back is not fun at all. Okay, so maybe 10 of these in a row are going to be Mews. Let's find out. All right, guarantee they probably will be. So let's look at this one. 10, all right. Okay, first 10, so second slab in the video, and we get a 10. Actually, guys, I think it is semi-darkish. Okay, all right, there we go. The video kind of made itself dark somehow. But all right, yeah, so this is most definitely one that is gonna stay over here. And if we get any other 10s, just gonna put them over there. All right, I don't know if you guys saw that. But our second 9, all right, wow, I'm doing really good with these. I don't remember these being in really good condition at all, actually, so it's always good. So second one, or the third one, wait, how many? Okay, 1, 2, 3, all right, I should start making a pile of the numbers. So 10s will be over here, and then 9, 8, 6, 7, whatever. And I'm just gonna flip them right away. Another one, another 9. Wow, a lot of these are, that's probably why I sent all of them in. I don't know. It makes sense. I mean, I wasn't completely clueless of what I was doing with card submissions, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing these. Wow, look at this. Starting off strong, guys. All 9s and 10s, all vintage cards. This one is going to be a favorite to any EV collectors out there. I know a lot of guys like EV. But 2 10s, man, if we get a lot of 10s, gonna have to make a separate pile. It's not gonna be as special anymore. And I see our first Japanese card over there. I did submit a lot of Japanese cards that I somehow got when I was a kid. But our Charmeleon first edition PSA 9, unfortunately. Thought this could be a 10, but there's that classic whitening in the corner. That's honestly probably the only reason why it wasn't a 10. I remember taking a look at this and like, hey, this has a shot. So pretty cool card. Our first Japanese one is gonna be Pichu. All right, first holo card. Man, look at the patterns on these cards back in the day. Way, way cooler than what they have now. Personal opinion. And this one is also a 9, so all right. 100% mint rate so far, 2 gems. And our next one, oh, our first 7. No, why this one? So this is actually a pretty hard to find card. I'm pretty sure the next 2 are going to be Moltres and Articuno. But for those of you who don't know, this is the Supreme Victor's Zapdos. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm pretty sure I didn't think this was in really bad condition. It could be the scratches on the surface. I can't tell. It looks super clean, so I have no idea why this got a 7, but that's pretty unfortunate. I was hoping for at least a 9. And ooh, 8 on the Moltres. Has a nice swirl right here. Everyone loves a swirl or 2. 2 is actually pretty hard to get. I think one of the, I submitted an energy card that was like hollow, and it had 3 in them. I've never seen 3 swirls on one card. So if a card got an 8, other than the white corners, it's typically because a card has some sort of surface defect or like scratch, or a crease would take it down to like maybe 6 or 5 immediately. So there we go. Articuno, 7. Unfortunately, 2 7s and an 8. And I was really hoping these ones were going to be at least 9 or 10. So if these were in like 9 or 10, I'll put up the price up here, but it's fetches a pretty penny. So I don't know how these are going to compare to the mints, but still beautiful cards nonetheless. Next one is going to be a Charizard PSA 10. Let's go. Unfortunately, it is one of the very, very recent ones. I'm pretty sure this is the one my girlfriend pulled. This actually has a really funny and fond memory because she actually tricked me. When she pulled this herself from a pack, she started basically telling me that she got the Charizard. And I think from this set, what is this, Darkness Ablaze? Yeah, so it's that first VMAX Charizard that everyone saw. And I thought that's what she pulled, and I was pretty excited. And then she turned it, she flipped it over, and she was like, "Ha! Got him!" Nonetheless, it's a Charizard. So here's our first secret rare. Now I'm starting to remember that I did submit a lot of like new cards like towards the end. So as you can see, the peak of when people started opening these Pokemon packs is, see, I'm gonna start just making a separate pile. I don't think that one is gonna be worth much. Like a lot of the recent ones have significantly gone down in value just because, you know, they're new, they're heavily printed, and wow, I'm doing really well with these. Hoping that the older cards are also going to be kind of closer to this range rather than these Supreme Victors Legendary Birds. But there we go. First promo Mewtwo, PSA 8. This one is slightly loose. I don't know if you guys can tell. But sometimes I think the card isn't sealed as well into the slab. And for the most part, the card does not get damaged, contrary to popular belief, when it's loose. Unless you shake it like, I don't know, 5 or 10,000 times. I think there's a video I saw on YouTube of an experiment. Basically, a guy hooked these up with like loose cards or whatever to a machine that just like shook them like back and forth like thousands of times. It was kind of funny. Also interesting. Always like a science experiment. So that's another PSA 8. I think these last two are going to be the other two cards from that set. Yep, Dragonite, PSA 8. So I don't know, man. That one is probably the Pikachu, and I'm looking for at least a PSA 9. One card from this set, or this promo series. Hoping to have a mint. So let's see what it is. And it is Pikachu and 8. Wow, all 4 of them got an 8. So these are also very memorable to me because I think this is around, or like slightly before, maybe when these cards came out, like the movie was already out, like Pokemon 2000. It was when you had like the Mewtwo versus Mew. So as a kid, that was such a revolutionary cartoon movie to see. But there we go, second PSA 10 Charizard. This one's from the 2016 Evolutions. This is Charizard EX. So this one compared to that guy over there is probably gonna have slightly more value just because it's older. It's going to be harder to find. I mean, they didn't have some reprints. So as we're going through these, you will see like, what do you want to call them? Iconic cards, like the prices will be up here. So next one is also a 10. I don't know if you're noticing a pattern now. A lot of the modern cards are very, very easy to get 9s or 10s on just because they're, you know, they haven't been sitting in someone's shoebox for years and moved and kind of dinged back and forth. But this one is actually really, really nice. The Venusaur 2016 EX Evolutions. Always love the texture on the new cards. This wasn't a thing back in the day. So for any Venusaur collectors, this is going to go up on our eBay page if you're interested. Not sure which ones exactly, but a lot of these will end up on there. So hopefully if you're looking for one of these cards in a slab, they will be up for auction. Oh, this one got an 8. Very, very unfortunate. Don't know exactly. Unless I bring it to my face, let me just... Okay, so white corners. It's a little bit easier to look at it, not through the camera. And I don't know, maybe there's some sort of edge wear or a very, very light scratch on the surface, but it is what it is. Another PSA 10, third Charizard PSA 10. This is the promo that came with the ETB that everyone was scrambling to get. And then they made so many of them like months later. Oh, the second one, first 9. So first modern one to get a 9. I think all the corners should have been perfect on this. Maybe a small like surface defect or something, but yeah. Oh, I see Yu-Gi-Oh. Which one is this going to be? 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think this might be the, all right, it's the Black Magic Ritual. So the other one is definitely the one that you use to summon through this card. So PSA 10, that one's a 10. I think that's an easy, like both of them together, like a easy, like 1K at least. So let's see. Magician of Black Chaos. No, it's a 9. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but look at this card. This one also goes way back. It's more, I think it's one of the more recent vintage ones in here. But 2007, I think, is maybe around the time that I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like kind of the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing fell off. Why did I submit this? Look at this. It's just a base Charmander from 2017. I guess it's somewhat old, but I got a PSA 9, so that's very, very unlucky. Oh, I put that guy in the wrong pile. I submitted 2 of these guys. I have no idea why. Maybe because I thought the starters were gonna increase in value or something. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. But for any Charmander fans, that's a PSA 10 right there. Next one is a Mew. This one got a 6. Don't know what happened there. I don't know. Doesn't look that bad. I mean, if you probably submit like 6s that look like nothing's wrong with them, you're more likely to get a higher grade the second time you submit. But I mean, that's the whole thing with like resubmitting. A second 6. I don't know what's going on there. And an 8. So we got a lot of 9s. We got 1 10 over there, 2 6s, and an 8, maybe 2 8s. So that's box number 1. So the 8, much more than I thought. So we just move the piles and then we'll at the end. Just move this one too. So we get this one. You got ours that you made on PSA, so we get it soon. Otherwise, here, that's there. Once again, it might be slightly that we more takers like handle vintage. There's a lot of mono cards, so I was thinking so typically I'll show you like boxes like this. The first way of 10 cards essentially was this had a lot of cards. So the first time you see a package like this. Alright, this time we're gonna speed things up. Just gonna give you a nice look at the holo patterns on a lot of these cards, because again, the vintage holo patterns were so nice. I wish they would just bring it back and make it the default pattern, but either way, I don't really collect Pokemon anymore. It's just kind of grew out of it. That's what happened over time. So, okay, I guess we're gonna start with Yu-Gi-Oh! All right. Black Skull Dragon. Interesting. I actually don't remember sending this in at all. PSA 7. Not what you want to see, especially for this higher profile dragon. It's a second Yu-Gi-Oh! Pot of Greed, PSA 9. Oh, I swear I thought this was a first edition when I submitted it. Anyway, a holo Pot of Greed. I think this is a very, very, like, I don't know, there's only a handful of people out there who collect Pot of Greed, but you never know. So here we go with the first Japanese holo. A lot of these are going to be like Neo and like Japanese like Gem or maybe even base set, but here it is. Japanese Gem 1998 Rockets Trap. All right, so I'm just going to show the holo patterns. So far our biggest stack is the PSA 10, believe it or not. So let's see what this does to that. And another Pichu. I submitted 2 of these. This one is a 5. No way. No way this is a 5. This is 100% got to be a resubmission or something, because I don't know. Oh, there it is. You guys see that? What is that? Is that even? Hold on. I don't know. It seems like some sort of indentation, but I don't think it is. It's really, really strange. Anyway, sometimes stuff like this happens. So this is the anomaly pile, the lowest one so far. PSA 5. And the next one is Alakazam. Loving all these swirls that exist on the Japanese cards. So the Japanese cards are typically known to have like higher quality because for some reason they had, I think, lower quality control standards, like in terms of like borders and like corners and stuff. But they did have this infamous holo bleed pattern all over the card. Look at this Venusaur. PSA 5. Now we want to see that pile is growing. And the PSA 7 Machamp. A lot of people recognize this card from buying any of the base decks. The very first deck that was sold, I think, in the US and all over the world. Another PSA 5. What is going on here? I mean, I don't know why I'm like so disappointed. I guess maybe we started off too strong that now we're ending really, really strange. But I did say in the beginning that a lot of these are going to be in like the 6 or 7 range. So there we go. Rockets, Zapdos, PSA 7, PSA 6, Scyther. Loving all these swirls. Swirls are not easy to come by. I don't know if it's really common in Japanese cards, but so far, most of the Japanese cards we've looked at had a swirl, at least one swirl, yeah. So PSA 8, Misty's Golduck. This is the highest Japanese one so far. Oh no, we had that PSA 9 Team Rocket Strap, but that's a trainer card. Trainer card has nothing on a Pokemon card. So PSA 9, all right, highest Pokemon card from the Japanese sets in the PSA 9. And PSA 5, and these just hurt when you look at them. Every time you see a PSA 5, you just want to ask the grader, hey, what were you thinking when you were looking at this card? I don't know. I don't know if actually like one grader looks at all these at the same time or they send them to like different people. Who knows? Could send them an email and ask. Hitmonchan, PSA 6. PSA 5, Sabrina's Gengar. No, actually, this is one of the ones that I was really, really hoping would get like a 9 or 10 because I think this one was in really good condition. Yeah, a lot of these make no sense. A lot of these are definitely going to have some resubmissions. There's absolutely no way. I mean, even a crossover maybe from PSA to Beckett. So I'll have to reevaluate these at the end because there is no way that they graded that low. Especially if you look at them now and I don't know. PSA 9, I completely forgot about the grade because I was sulking in the sadness of that one over there. So that's one of the good ones. A Dragonair PSA 9 and a Azumarill PSA 6. Magneton Hollow PSA 9. Magneton seems to grade pretty well for some reason. And a Kingdra PSA 8. This one is from Neo. I think it was just called Neo maybe, or maybe had like some sort of suffix. It's too long to put in the label. But the English one is Neo Genesis. So this is a PSA 9 Blissey Hollow from Neo 3. I think this one is called Neo Discovery in the English set. So another good one over there. Mew Hollow with a swirl. PSA 2. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. You guys see it? All right. I don't remember sending this card in. I mean, I don't remember sending any card with a crease, but this one has not one crease, but 1, 2, 3. I'm moving the light to where the creases are. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's just showing like way more. And I see a bunch of spots and stuff. So, ooh, yikes. Big, big yikes. Lowest grade so far, unfortunate because it's a hollow Mew. And we have a Porygon 2 PSA 7. Where is that pile? It's over here. And our last one for that one is going to be Giovanni Hollow PSA 5. Really, really unfortunate. When I looked at this card, I thought the hollow pattern with the color and the badge behind is like really nice. And I didn't think in any way it was going to be PSA 5, but there's that right there. I don't remember that being there at all. I mean, some people have told me that the grader sometimes mishandles. I mean, it could be true. It could be false. I don't know. I'm not in the PSA facility, so anything can happen over there. But our first PSA 10 from, I think, from this whole box. Or did we get another? Yeah, I think it was the first PSA 10. And it's a freaking, it's a trainer card. It's computer error. But it's a promo. And I think maybe this one is slightly harder to get, so not gonna complain. PSA 10, not a Pokemon, hoping to get another one. A Houndoom PSA 8 for all the Devil Dog collectors out there. Man, I can't believe like when I opened the bag that had all these cards, I couldn't believe that I even had these. Because when a lot of time passes and you just forget about collecting, ooh, we got an Umbreon. Forgot I submitted an Umbreon. Unfortunately, it's a 5, so probably some sort of crease somewhere. Or scratches. But yeah, you forget what kind of cards you collected as a kid, and when you see it all, it brings back memories. That's the best part of this whole experience. PSA 6 Haunter. All right, we have a jungle without a logo. So yeah, no symbol. So typically this card, I think I submitted another one that does have one, but it's like right here, has that jungle. And this is the very, very first pattern. This is also very common in special sports card sets. They call them the stars. So makes sense. All right, let's do a 4 here and a 2 over there. And there we go, PSA 6 for the normal one. And as you probably have guessed, the no symbol one is rarer than the other one because whatever has a smaller print run will be worth more in the long run. All right, so look at that swirl towards the bottom and one right here. So we got 2 swirls on this card. These cards, when they came out, I think I was like super into playing the actual Pokemon game. This is just kind of something that really threw us off. So I mean, they had like an EX here, and then the border was completely silver. So 2003 Ruby and Sapphire, and I remember a lot of these cards were just like everyone wanted them because they were like super rare, and I think they still are. So it's unfortunate this is a PSA 7, but what are you gonna do? So this is the energy card I was talking about. Maybe there's another one with more swirls, but this one only has 1. I remember seeing one or submitting one that had 2 or 3. And is it this one? Nope. So I just got 1. All right, PSA 7, Leaf Energy, and a Jirachi. Oh, this one got a 7. I was really hoping this one would get like at least a 9. This one is not easy to find, especially in a 10. Look at that. E-reader is hollow 2. So really cool card there. Unfortunately, that's a 7. All right, so I'm trying to think why I submitted this card. It has a weird line there. That's probably why it's a 6. Maybe it doesn't have the e-reader thing, so I thought it was an error card. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. So they didn't categorize it as such, but there we go. Giovanni's and Nidoking, PSA 8. And I'm starting to think it's probably the way I stored these cards as a kid. I mean, no one tells you to use a like protective sleeve or whatever. You just put them in a binder, you like pile them up all together. So that's probably, why did I submit this? Oh, this is probably, oh, it didn't have like a symbol, so maybe I thought it was like an error card. But PSA 3, woohoo! Love to see those. PSA 6, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. Classic Ken Sugimori illustration. Those are the best, honestly. A lot of people like Mitsuhiro Arita, but I am a personal fan of Ken Sugimori. Oh, all right, second PSA 10. So the 2 PSA 10s that we got, and I'm hoping the last one is 2. This one is Giovanni's Machamp, a Japanese Gym 2. So this would be Gym Challenge, I think, in English. Gym Heroes come first. So ending this reveal with a Arcanine, PSA 7. Let's try to see what's going on with this one. Can't tell you. Really can't tell you. Sometimes these just are really big anomalies, but PSA 7 isn't that bad. So there's a lot in the PSA 5 pile that I'm probably going to resubmit. Who knows how long that's going to take. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let's do a recap on the PSA 10s that we got, just really quickly. So all 3 Charizards that we submitted got a PSA 10, so happy with that. Fortunately, there are not any vintage ones. And whoops. Oh, I'll put that 9 in that pile over there. All right, and a 10. And I wish you could slide these like regular cards, but they have this like locking mechanism, so the slabs kind of pile up on each other. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reveal. If you're waiting for your cards, I would love to see more reveal videos, especially of people who typically kind of like watch a channel or like typically chat with on Instagram or all that stuff. But yeah, hope you guys have a great week and stick around for some soccer videos. And we actually are going to have a break this weekend, so definitely check that out on our eBay page. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.